Hello. So, I just wanted to share something I've been working on. I was watching Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and I was inspired to write down a bunch of phrases that I don't want to hear anymore, and are classic white woman diversion tactics that are even self-harming and they're conversation crushers. So, also there are conflict resolution, like anti-resolution, conflict resolution. You know what I'm saying? It's like, shut it down. Anyway, lots of things. However, I start with, I just want to move on, moving forward. Anytime a white woman wants to move on or move forward, that means I don't like what is happening, and that means that's enough information. Make it stop. I feel like there's usually maybe a true but useless statement. You say, I feel like that's something to take somewhere else. That doesn't resolve a conflict. I'm really upset. That isn't, that's not a thing. Like, yes, we can tell. That's why we're having the conversation. That isn't a conversation ender, but sometimes people are like, I'm really upset. And I'm really upset because, and then that's supposed to be like the main thing, and that's not. Okay. Really? Wow. Really? Really? Oh, wow. That action, I'm not here for it. Don't call me. Don't tell me I'm, because now what's the response gonna be? At least if you tell me, don't tell me this or don't call me, guess what I'm about to tell you? Don't tell me what to do. Respond to the thing. Don't police the language being used. You're not getting anywhere. One of these that I really hate, you know me. You know me. I'm anything. You know me. I can't help but. You know me. I would never. Because you're not open. Okay. I just wanted to let you know, because you can say that over and over and over again and it doesn't change anything. I only wanted to, okay. Saying that something is not nice. That hasn't addressed anything, okay. When they use I and like as a whole paragraph, as a reason, as a way to deal with conflict, I was feeling this, and then I really was shocked because I don't feel like I have done that to you. So I was really confused as to why you would say that about me, because I'm not like that. Okay. Because what? I mean, if it was so blank, why didn't you say something then? I mean, the way you made it sound was like, but if it was really, then why are you waiting till now to bring it up? Sounds familiar, right? Mm-hmm. I heard that in an episode. These are all in episodes, by the way. Yeah, why didn't you say anything? Like other questions with no intention on receiving an answer. I hate that. Also, like, I don't understand why something. Like, you're just saying things now. You're just saying what you don't know. You're not saying, I'm interested to find out. Usually they're not. I don't understand. I just don't get why someone would Clearly you don't. We know. I could see that. It's like saying you're upset. You're just like, I don't get it. And I'm like, I know. Are you interested in getting it? I didn't mean it like that. If we're friends or we're communicating, I'm gonna assume you didn't, but I'm still gonna tell you what happened, right? Like, I assume you're not a horrible person, so you don't need to say, oh, I'm not perfect. That's not on the list, but I hate that one. I'm not perfect. What am I supposed to do? I'm sorry, I mess up sometimes. No, we're talking about a specific thing, but okay. I mean, what do you want from me? Anyway, well, that's a whole other thing. I put, know what I mean? And that's always in specific instances, but when, especially like Luann, oh, that's a New York Housewives thing, but like, when they, like, it's really uncomfortable, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not like that, you know what I mean? Don't. It's very centered. Why should I know what you mean? I know what your intention is, but I don't agree. Like, this should be open for discussion, okay? I would never, if it were me, I wouldn't. If it were me, I would just, that's another I, but also like, I would never, we don't care what you would never do. And just overall language policing, but in this one was like, that's a big word. Violate is a big word, especially nowadays with cancel culture. To say someone violated you, that's a big word. Not just violated, but that was a specific word in this instance. And the person who felt violated had to defend her own use of the word. Like, she could even take it back anyway. And everyone in a circle needs to tell her, that's a big word. Deal. Like, now what? So those are my white women words that are nice and not helpful and do a disservice to our growth together and to conflict resolution. Those are like, it's like conflict suppression, but then what? And if you'll notice, the arguments never change because it's never resolved. It's just quieted down and made ladylike and nice. But that doesn't produce genuine, authentic relationships, conversations, or worlds in which we're all being honest with each other. So let's do that instead and catch ourselves when we use this language. I put something inspired as of yesterday. White woman whisperer, white woman words. Let's not use these anymore. Let's deal. Let's be uncomfortable. Let's get uncomfy. Fran is super comfy back there. She's snoring, so I'm gonna go tend to that.